Hello and welcome back to RailRoads Online. So today we are here going to be pulling out our first load towards the oil field. We just got that put in today, and so it's time to go check out whether that's going to all work, how the docks are going and all that kind of stuff. And see how we landed that, make sure it's all going to actually work. That's going to be the close. That's going to be the kicker there. Tried a little new layout up there, something I haven't done before, so it's definitely going to be different. We don't have any heat in the box here, so we're going to have to get a little bit of a slow rollout going here. Probably don't need to. Ruby Basin takes off. This thing getting way down on coal, as you can see too, so that's kind of the point of grabbing this one, is we need to get it over. Might as well start with some lumber up there. Well, it's the beams actually that we need out at the oil field, so we'll be running the beams out there, and then taking this one out to the yard to turn around and get it filled back up, stuff like that. So time to do a little refuel and refit on the Ruby Basin there. Rolling here nice and slow, building up some heat anyway. Alright, hopefully trucks are all clear, and we are up and running. Probably shouldn't dump all of the steam just yet. All we got to do is really make it to the bridge coming up here, and then we're good to go anyway, so we might as well just let it go. So, pick up enough to get us there. Takes care of that. Still have enough tools and pipes out here to get that going, so that'll be the next load after this one, which will actually get the oil field running all together. But just two more industries to go, and we are finished with the track laying portion of this layout anyway. Not that we're going to be done with this layout altogether, but we will be done with the track laying part. So then we'll be letting the save go. Just have the one more industry to get in there, so we'll have that coming up very soon. Alright. Actually, we don't really need to steam on this one. Just kind of chill. Alright. We don't need to chill that much, though we do need to take it easier on the corner around here. This train is moving around quite a bit. Ruby Basin does do that. At least for me. Alright. Move back the camera. Definitely cannot go into the turn coming up here too fast, because then we'll just run into a problem, so. Because I'm taking off the brake. This is our 20 mile an hour, don't go crazy. Any of the warning parts on this railroad, generally 20. 20 is the place. So we will have to creep around this one. Do have to say running through the valleys on this map is kind of cool. Alright, let's get moving. I always want to go super fast through here, but can't do it. I have considered widening this out multiple times. I don't want to. I think leaving it in there at 20 is kind of, having some restriction on the railroad is decent here and there too. I don't know. That's the one I fight with the most. Because I could widen it. You'd probably get going a little bit faster around there. Which, never a bad thing, I guess. Keeps this run from being really too short, like running up to the up to the iron mine there from the sawmill. That's kind of the thing too. If you turn around and just beeline it to where you're just hammering it down, we didn't really want, you know, a layout that was totally just set and forget. Though we do now have one run on, you can set from the dredge going back up to the yard. You can just kind of, you can send a locomotive and then just meet it up at the yard when it gets up there. Pretty easily doing that with quite a few locos over in that direction. That gives you time to flip stuff around down at the gold industries. So there you go. All right, let's cook this one down the rail. Go for a quick pickup there. You notice you get some like streaking kind of off of the cars a little bit. Off of these tier 2 cars, ever so slightly. Since the last update, I noticed that. Not a big thing. Not sure how much it affects it if you see it much when it's loaded or not. Not totally sure there. We will find out shortly, though. Yeah, there you go. Just at the right angles. Alright, let's get a move on. Ruby Basin doing its thing. Do like the outside frame locomotives. Do have to say. Appreciate those. We will be getting up to the C-125 soon. Obviously got to make some more XP to get there. Oil should help with that department. I know it was pointed out that, like, you know, gold pays a heck of a lot. Not necessarily the greatest for XP. You know, 100 per safe or something like that. So while your XP go, or your, are you kidding? Wait, get out. Get up. Don't hit the loco. Let's make this an easy cleanup. Alright, there we go. Get out the window. That back wall on that Ruby Basin, sometimes with the coal there, where it doesn't let you go through the wall, that'll definitely mess with you. Because most of the locos, you can just jump right out the back happily without a problem. Alright, there we go. This is where, yeah, the brake's gonna turn. Alright. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's the right switch. Should be good. Now that they do roll back, whatever. Alright. Let's see. I do know, now that we have the whole layout in, the FPS obviously has dropped a little bit on this one. Being that we have more stuff in here, a lot more locos than normal. Though I do think I'm starting to formulate an idea for another railroad, so that'll be maybe coming up too. Not too sure. Probably have a lot more rules on that railroad than this one. This one has absolutely no rules. Just kind of build it however. And we ended up staying out of the snow really mainly on this one. Though we do still have the one mine run we can put in, and that would give us a snow run if we do so desire to have it. So that's still here. I think moving the gold mine's kind of tough anyway. That one's got a pretty vertical ledge on it. Not that it can't be moved. I have definitely seen it moved, and there's some places that I've looked at, but I don't think bringing that one down is the thing. I already have the dredge down here. If anything, that'd be like the run up into the snow mountain, so I kind of think that that's going to stay there. Might hook it up, might not hook it up. Totally haven't decided yet. I'm not in a big hurry to run up there. Currently, I do know that. So, 48. Still thinking about getting rid of that shed. Not sure that we really need it. Honestly, I've considered getting rid of all the holding down here because really we don't need it. Why is that? Whoa. That link, for whatever reason, does not like the brake being slammed on, apparently. Ruby Basin out braking the car or something. Alright, let's get these going. These load nice and fast, so that's cool. Easy way. Oh, get some windows open or something in this thing. Stuffy in here. No sunroof? No sunroof. That's a bummer. Suppose we still don't have the Mason Bogey. Actually, looking out the back window it reminds me of how nice the back window is on the Mason Bogey. And that we don't have one in here yet. So we'll have to get one of those in too. I think we don't have a Mason Bogey, a Climax, or a Class 70. I think of the locos that we're still missing on this layout. If I'm not mistaken, just down to the 3 that we don't have. So we'll have to see where and how we can get those worked in if we can. We definitely do not need 3 more locomotives at this point. Oh, and I suppose it's Class 125, so make it 4 locomotives. So one thing I was kind of thinking about with the way the money stacks up is it's like by the time you earn your way up to the 125, you can basically replace every locomotive you have with one. So I guess that's one way to look at how they stack. Alright. Oh, see, as soon as you look at... Yeah, that's... Ruby Basin still got a little bit of a touchy break, I'll say. Not that it's not manageable and definitely drivable, but you can definitely tell we're at that last little bit. That thing just locks up. Slams up the whole train there. Alright, here we go. Can we zoom this back a bit? We got 2 more to drop, or 2 more to load. 2 more to get dropped on is the thing. Somewhere in there probably works. Alright. We're going to have to throw coal in this thing so we can actually get where we're going. And then I suppose we're going to have like a roundabouty run on this. Alright, there we go. No bypasses on this railroad, just a main line. So, there you go. We're going to have to run it now. Alright, coal. Coal is definitely a thing. Alright, there we go. Oh, we're moving right along. Yeah, that was really zoomed in. Plus, this part I could actually dare to run in first person because I know I'm not going to really run into anything here. Although probably not, because I'll probably still choke out going up the hill. Definitely running the train in first person is not my strong suit. Should have plenty of power to get up this. At least you can see out the windows nice now, so that's cool. Chilling. That's cool. There we go. Ooh. Roll along in a big old green tray. Yeah. But it should be probably trying to keep an eye on the load every once in a while. It isn't like we haven't dumped a few cars here. Had that baby come apart. Riding down the rails, taking a scenic tour. Okay, wow. That's too far. Alright, there we go. Not that we actually need to look at where we're going or anything at this point, but we will kind of take in the scenery and the view of the logo. See when we get rid of that. There we go. Bam, bam, bam. Good looking locomotive. This part, I like how we did kind of catch the drop off of the ridge. You just get some kind of cool views off into the distance. Do have to give the game credit for that for sure. Looks good. looks good. Definitely waiting for the multiplayer updates coming, or that's, you know, been the announced plan. So definitely looking forward to that stuff coming up. We'll get this going any faster. We're just gonna bog it out and kill it. Let's see what we get. Alright, going into the map, let's see. We are gonna have to watch a switch or two here. That one with an auto switch don't matter. That one goes off. That one, oh, actually, we're all good. Right? Yeah, whatever. No, we're totally good. Drop the pin. Darn it. Didn't mean to do that. Oh well. Pins do reset every time you come in, so it doesn't really matter. Not that this is going to be a super high paying load, but it really is going to be the key to opening that stuff up. Hopefully the track works in there. Like I said, it's a whole different kind of layout for me up there, something I've never really tried, so I'll just have to, you know, it's going to be it really is going to be a wonder. I mean, it mainly should, but it could be a little bit too tight, and I don't know exactly how it's going to look with the train lengths and stuff like that, if it's going to work out, if there's enough room in there or not. So just have to see. Could all get relayed at this point. Otherwise, if it works, we're good. And then we just have the oil drop. We'll get the definitely get the rest of the loads in there to get that finished up. No problemo. This is part of where it just runs along the edge. Kind of looks cool. Like it. This one came out decent. For the most part. It's probably my favorite layout that I've made so far to actually run on, to be honest. Kind of like this one, running up and down the main line. It's kind of nice. Just has some fun runs that are in it. Actually driving the trains on this one's been fun. Sometimes you get too long runs in there or whatever, they just drag, you know, like stretch out, drag out, I guess that's the word I was looking for. Just kind of drag out, maybe not the funnest run. This one, I find that a lot of the runs are just kind of fun to actually drive on here, so that's been nice. Refreshing. This layout really has at no point really felt like work. I think the most work that it feels like on this layout, to be honest, is doing the dredge. And even backfill it on this one isn't so bad. So, you know, as far as like filling up the ironworks and stuff like that, where you're running out so many pipes in the smelter. So just kind of like this layout. Fun to run is kind of this layout. Definitely not the most work or the most challenging or anything else, just kind of fun to run. Has been my take on this layout, really. It's kind of nice. The first Aurora Falls is a little bit of work. There's a lot of long running and stuff in that one. The stock map that we just got finished with before this one. There we go. Alright. Oh, we're going to have to flip that other switch too. And then the trick here is really not to go flying up this hill. It's a very easy tendency just to mash the gas and want to go flying up this hill. But if you do that, you're going to get caught out by that switch and you're gonna eat it. Right here. You will definitely eat it if you just try to mash it. Oh, we're actually good to go. Sweet. Again, that's a 20-mile-an-hour corner at best. It would be really easy to fix, so for those who want to smooth it out, it's definitely easy enough to do it. Just have to relay that switch and whatnot in there. Actually, probably just the track to the switch, and you can probably get it smoothed out. But this one I actually find really cool that it dumps. Because of the way that it dumps the trains. Like half of it just whatever. It's a great derail. If you want a cool derail, this is a good place for it. Let's see if we can not derail, though. This is going to be our goal. And it only does it when you're going right. Straight ahead, you can just mash the gas. Oh, it should be good. Grab a little bit. See if we can grab as much speed as we can get here. There we go. Gonna pull it fine. Nice! Be nice if one of the time these will be exploding volcanoes. Maybe if we get the Hawaiian map at some point, we'll get exploding volcanoes in the background. That'd be cool. A little bit of eruption going on every now and then. Would not be horrible. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying they said we're getting a Hawaiian map. I just said if we ever did. Alright, let's go. Moving on. Now we're going to get into cool whistle country as soon as we get past here. Not yet. There it is. Still have to say that was an awesome addition to the game. For sure. We've had some really great, cool ads that who thought about, you know, never really considered that kind of stuff, but that was just cool to see come into the game. A lot of changes over the last 2.5 years. Well, we are probably going to have to flip this switch. I can't imagine that any of these switches are actually aligned. So this is going to give us our first kind of look at things. 1, 2, probably 3 we'll need. Alright. Try to keep the switches all nice and in a straight line. Simplicity was the thought up here, kind of, with having, you know, what we needed and what we wanted. Should give us plenty of options in here without having to go all crazy. That was kind of the idea, really. So we'll just see all the angles work out. Looking good so far. Cool, cool. This gives us plenty of room to stick tankers on here. Maybe we could run, you know, 40 tankers in here and have them sighted. So not a thing there for room. Do have to get that telegraph booth out of the way. That was just there to get here in the process. Should have got rid of that already, actually. Alright, let's see if we can deal with that. These will load pretty quick. So let's see how we go. Obviously use the link dot. Oh, nope. We're not gonna get all of those. On. Drop. There we go. Oh, it's because it's not letting them drop if I click too early. Sure, gotcha. That is a thing. Makes sense. We've probably got most of them up here. What do we get? 23. I don't even know how many we should have got. I suppose we should have got 24. We got 23. So, you know, that's not horrible. We got most of them. We only lost the one. That's not too bad. Alright, let's see. Make sure everything goes around the horn here. A lot of rocks and whatnot in the way here. And I think we ended up this 45-meter radius or something in here. So this link's still floaty. Doesn't matter whether you reload it or what you do. That link just floats. So that's the thing. Hopefully they get a chance at some point to address that. Not that that's a big, you know, ain't wrecking my day or anything. But that is a thing. Alright, so that looks like that's all gonna flow. Plenty. We'll bring it around back to the straight. Again, this is gonna leave us plenty of room for holding over in here. If we did need to put another siding or something for a switcher in here, we definitely can do that. In fact, we probably should put a switcher in here, and that would of course take care of the use of one of the locomotives that we still have to get in the game. So we definitely have room to do that. I mean, we have a nice straight here, great straight here, plenty of straights in here to add some stuff if we wanted to. In fact, maybe we'll do one that like bypasses around all the switches right here, so you don't have to hit those if you don't feel like it. But I think right there we'll turn around and park that. Not gonna totally stop because you don't have the brake locked out. There we go. Alright, we'll lock that out. And then we'll turn around and just take a fly up real quick to take a look at the overhead. Kind of wanted to keep things in line with the curves there. Going around the corner is kind of the idea. Is that it would just look, you know, like it kind of fit in there. And so then obviously we did just go with the easy dock. But again, a lot of holding. The only thing I guess we didn't put in here is for the switcher. So we will throw a track in and grab a switcher for here. It's going to need it. These are definitely the stock linked areas, so we'll have to see how they line up for the tankers, but we'll get that coming up obviously when we get this thing producing some oil. But I think with that one we are going to call it a win and say thanks for tuning in. Remember, if you get a chance, like, share, subscribe. Subscriptions are free, but they sure do help the channel. Y'all have a great day.